Hello and welcome to session 2 of Legend of the Five Rings, City of Lies. So we have a new character to introduce. Seb is here to play with us. So Seb, tell us about your dude.
Hello everybody. My apologies for missing last week, but tis what it is. Steve Wu is my character, following the tradition of the Steve. Steve Wu is a Ronin warrior. He is a Bushi Ronin, a true Ronin. And his backstory, so far as I have it, is he comes from a long line of Ronins. His father died honorably, of course, and bestowed upon him before his death the family bow. So we are marksmen or bowsmen by tradition. And what else did you need to know?
So you have some advantages and disadvantages. Let's talk about those.
So my advantages is I have the inheritance, which is the bow.
So I didn't tell you yet about what your bow does. So your bow is a relatively minor magic item based off the number of points you spent on it. So, but what it will do is that anytime you shoot the bow at somebody, it will tell you what their name is.
Interesting.
Does he have to directly hit them, or just be like, I'm aiming at them?
He just has to aim at them. He has to aim with the intent to hit them.
All right. So, the other advantage is I have perfect balance, which I think is a very important thing as a bowsman to be able to get some perfect balance there. So, I'll make it work. Anyways, disadvantage is, of course, I've got a social disadvantage being a Ronin.
Yep.
I cannot lie, or I'm not very good at it anyways. And I do have a lost love. So my lost love is my young daughter that I have lost many years ago. And I believe it will affect me in some way or another in the story.
So I believe we had discussed with making her character that she had died of dysentery because she couldn't she couldn't get proper medication.
That's right.
That's right. So here's what we were saying last time, though. Is like, so here's the thing. Is that, so I don't know if you know about any of our characters yet. I am a single dad with my daughter Hitomi. So
you're what you don't.
You're constantly going to be reminded of like my little girl.
That's wonderful.
And the other thing is, he's an opium addict. So you're constantly going to be reminded of like, oh, look at that guy just hoarding all that drug that my daughter needed.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
I'm going to hate you because you're Ronin, so.
Yeah, there you go. So
I'm in the perfect group right now. All right.
So, Steve Wu was also appointed Emerald Magistrate with the same mission as you guys, but had taken a separate route, and so is here just a couple days later.
How would he have been appointed exactly? Because like generally it would have been like a family or like your really, clan that would have been.
Like Great Ronin can be like accepted.
Yeah. Generally they need an inn somewhere. It's a lot harder for them to get the position, but mind you, it's abnormal for any of you guys being so young to get a position like that as well.
Yeah, sure.
It just means that he either knew an Emerald Magistrate who put in a good word for him, or he did something really impressive that got him the appointment.
Probably did something impressive, knowing me.
Yeah.
But you can hit that guy.
All right. So who wants to give a recap of last session's events?
I can try.
Go for it, Keegan. I'll fill in anything I feel you're missing.
We arrived in town. Went to our house. Found a new friend in you, I guess. Then we decided between the Unicorn Party and the Governor's Party to go to the Governor's Party. Met some cool and less cool dudes there.
My daughter got fucking thrown.
Oh, yeah, and then a ghost picked up young Hitomi, threw her across the ways, and said, give it back, give it all back, fuck you, Nico, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
We could not find anything out about that, so it's kind of just like, sucks, bye.
Yeah, not yet. Did you have any other impressions of characters that were at the governor's party?
Well, I definitely think, what's the governor's son, Joko?
Joko, yeah.
I feel like there's something shady going on with him. I don't think it might be like terrible, but I think he's not 100%.
It's almost like he's into opium and lesser things.
I'm certain he is, because I read through the notebook thing. He was in it. After that, went home. We went to the scene of the magistrate's death. Didn't find a whole lot out there. But somehow we got led to Ample from there.
Yeah, well, you talked with Eyebrows, who mentioned that there was two...
Ample being his Ronin guard.
Yeah,
Who
one
is
of the two.
the ugliest thing I've seen in a long time.
Anyways,
Like, wow.
we went to him, got some answers about something I can't recall what we went there for.
Well, you just wanted to interview him to see if he knew anything about it.
And we tried to get him back on his feet. And then we left.
Yeah, you yelled at him a little.
Yeah.
So let me
Made
show
him
you.
cry.
Let me show you
Remember
Ample.
that.
Let me
Yeah,
show you what
that's what
Ample
he
looks
did.
like. Let me show you what this monster is.
Oh, he's up.
Wait, no. Okay, whatever.
So judgy, Joel.
It's not even that I'm judgy. It's he's actually disgusting.
Look, the magistrate didn't want to bring him to the Teardrop Island because he was so ugly.
I'm not judging, I'm just judging.
Look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
It's hideous.
Yeah, look at what's on the inside. Anyway,
Yeah, I was the nicest to him.
He's an enforcer for a gambler
You
who breaks
slapped me
people's
when
arms.
What?
You slapped me when I talked to him.
You
I
did.
yeah, when you talked shit to him.
I did not talk shit. I just didn't talk right.
Okay, well you were rude, and I corrected it.
Anyways,
Accurate.
we went to the Teardrop Island after that to go look for the two biggest places. I can't remember what they're called.
The House of the Morning Star and the House of Foreign Stories.
Yeah, okay.
Foreign stories?
Yeah. Foreign Stories was the one with Magda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went there. That's the more important one. The other one we didn't get a lot of information from. She kind of met some people. But with Magda, we gave her some notes to say she could leave because she's not from here. Which was really nice, apparently. Because she ended up giving us the old magistrate's secret journal because they were together.
Yeah.
There's a couple things there, but I don't think we went over it in the last session, so we could do that after. But then we kind of just went home after that, I think.
Well, you went.
Yeah, 'cause we
you went home and back to sleep. Yeah, that was the second night.
And then we awoke to, I forget the girl's name, the like city magistrate or whatever, isn't it?
Yoko.
Like find out?
Yogo
Osaka.
The
Osaka,
boring
yeah.
one.
Sure.
She was like, yeah, that Magda girl's dead. So we went to go see what happened with that, and all her insides were out.
Not all of them.
Or a
Select
big
organs.
Big chunk of organs were out.
She was missing some organs, and she had a
We never
wound in
specified.
her abdomen.
You
never
know,
specified.
as Joel mentioned, has happened before.
Yep.
This kind of murder.
Yep.
And then,
104 years ago, to be precise.
and then,
Yeah. I know. I know.
like
Threw
within
that when I
recent
found that out,
months.
that threw all my theories out the window. There's a ghost.
and Magda's patron, Sanafusa, was not happy with us, and he's going to write a letter to my parents.
Yep.
I think that's where we left off, because there wasn't too much to find out.
Who are your parents? Did we decide that was like somebody in this, or just like?
It's not
I haven't
a
mentioned them.
character in here, no.
Okay, I thought you decided it might have been your parents
The
and that.
Otaku family.
Yeah, they're really into anime. Let's see here. So, what about insights from the journal?
Insights. Well, I don't know. We did find stuff about. Let me find my quick notes for that. I have them somewhere. So, essentially, it's just him complaining about a lot of people in there. But there were, he used initials for code names. The most important one right
Just
now that I think we need to go look for is there was a geisha, a very young geisha, who had some connection to him.
She had tiny feet. I remember that being a
Tiny
thing.
feet, very young, and she walked on his back as Nick's.
I believe actually how he put it was she was very ripe.
Yeah.
Super gross.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know. I love it. That's great.
It's okay. The guy who said that is dead.
So we did go try to find her, but the place where she was closed down because Magda recently died. So like, come back tomorrow. Maybe stuff will be running again. So
And then, so I remember you when you sent me that thing of L9. Is that someplace? No, actually, we'll just check.
It was
It
just
was just
because
a
you had
show.
remembered.
Yeah, okay,
the
I wasn't
entry,
sure
so
if
I
it-
found it for you.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't crazy. I just couldn't remember what it was from.
And there's like some important names, but I haven't gotten much. Like I haven't found out who they were. But the governor's son Joko has something to do with the opium trade going on. I know that.
Have you read through like a whole lot of the dossier in terms of like any of his? Because like
yeah, I know he's
the
in charge like the Thunderguard and all that junk.
well the if you read a lot more like the memoirs of like the opium eater or whatever, she had like a fair bit to do with him.
Yeah, they were like.
He was the one that
I don't really not.
He was the one that supplied the opium.
Anyways, so I think there is more to him than he's letting on. Of course.
He's actually a huge dick, and I hate him.
To be fair, that the notes that are like supplying it from one user to another, not like
Yeah, he's not like a.
not massive trade or
Yeah.
anything.
Anyways, like I'm sure there's more in the notebook that we need to find or the journal, but nothing that I can take from right now. We don't have enough information.
Cool. Okay, so we will open on the morning of the fourth day with Steve approaching having already made it into the city.
Would we have met him previously?
Let's say your meeting you originally had with the Emerald Champion, you would have met him, so you would have known he's coming. Steve is able to make it through the city gates without much issue. They don't put too much scrutiny on a Ronin. They come and go all the time. And not that they like having him in the city. You make your way through to the magistrate's residence, which is where you're supposed to meet these jokers. And outside you see a woman in Unicorn Clan colors who is sort of trying to like peer through the front gate.
Mm-hmm.
You move.
Okay, so I'm still outside,
Yeah.
theoretically. Well, I'm going to go up to this woman and say, "Can I help you? Are you looking for somebody?"
She introduces herself. She gives you perhaps more respect than you're used to as a Ronin. But you can tell she's like, she speaks really fast. She's a little flustered. She introduced herself as Ayuchi Sadako.
Iyuchi?
Yes, Ayuchi Sadako. So Ayuchi is her family name, which is a unicorn family. And she says that she was hoping to have an opportunity to speak with the magistrates.
This one.
Just let that cut
So-
be silent.
So they're inside the building with the magistrate. Is that?
Well, they are the magistrates.
Oh, they are the
Yeah.
magistrate.
Yeah, we're sitting inside, sipping tea or something.
I know. Isn't it a nice change to like go from being murder hobos to being like top shit immediately when you start? I love it.
Isn't that great? So I will. I'm going to do the courteous thing and invite Iyuchi Sadako in the building. And since she's already introduced herself to me, I will introduce her to the other.
Would I
members.
know who she is, being from the Unicorn family? Would I recognize like her family or anything?
Well, you can do a heraldry check to see if you know much
None
about
of
her.
that, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, you can try without the skill. So this is going to be intelligence, I think.
Okay. I have a 3 in there, so I get 3 die, or I can't remember.
Yep, you're going to get 3 dice, and the only difference is they can't explode.
Oh.
So 10 still count as 10, but you don't roll it more dice. And you just count them all together.
I have 15.
15.
Or sorry, 17.
So, you would know that she's not of particular importance. She's technically a courtier, but she doesn't have much renown of any sort. I'll give you that she has a bit of a reputation as kind of like a conspiracy theorist.
Alright.
Has all kinds of ideas on what's really going on.
Okay.
And she's always looking for an ear to tell people about it. So Steve, you open up the front gate, and there are a couple of ashigaru, which are like peasant guards that have been hired.
See a horse in the
With
distance.
there's a horse in the stable there, and they have spears, and they ask you what your business is here.
I'm a magistrate, right? As well.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can show them your badge of office. If you want.
I'm going to show my badge of office and demand they let me through with my guest.
They look slightly skeptical, but they let you in and follow you a little, just in case.
It's the hard times of being a Ronan, not a Roman.
So,
Always hard times.
what are you guys doing in the morning? What's part of your little morning rituals?
When we left off, weren't we drinking tea that Rio made? And
I think it's how like we ended the night,
Yeah, I think it'd be like the next morning.
which is exactly how I'm going to start the morning with more tea.
okay,
Yeah, we ended the session with you going to bed on the third night. So
okay.
So my morning routine will be I've gotten Hitomi up, I've got her started on her day, and we're sitting at the dining table of whatever sorts and having some tea and maybe some breakfast.
I want to just be like having you with like a list, like writing frantically, and me just telling you what I wanted to do today. That's all I wanted to do.
okay, sure.
I would say I'm still visibly groggy,
Oh yeah.
but I'm still awake and ready for the day.
Okay.
Dressed and so on.
Well, you see these pair approaching, followed by a couple of your guards.
I want to go say hi because there's a unicorn person there.
Okay.
So I'll say, Steve, it was wonderful to see you. But who could this be? What do I owe the pleasure?
Didn't you roll to know her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know who she is. We haven't met.
Okay.
So she introduces herself once again, and greets you with a fair bout of esteem. Like she clearly respects your position, and she said, she said, for the record, Keegan held out his hand so that it could be a kiss. She says that she has very important matters that she needs to discuss with you.
Okay, well, I'll like motion for her to sit with Joel, and I will also sit there.
Okay.
And I will offer her tea.
Yeah, so-
All right. So she proceeds to give you spew out a very fast string of ideas about who or what may have caused Magda's death. Clearly, she thinks it was a cult of some sort, but she keeps flipping back and forth between it being a moon cult or a snake cult, but like doesn't seem to pick up that she's changing between these. And you pick up that she mentions that this has happened before, and she mentions the incident from the dossier. She also mentions several other ones you haven't heard of before that have happened throughout the city's history, and says that she believes this is all part of a plot to resurrect Lord Moon in some sort of century-spanning lunar cycle.
Has Magda's
Or
death
maybe a
been-
snake. Maybe a snake hiding on the moon.
Has Magda's death been publicized? Like, is it public
She
knowledge?
was a person of a fair bit. She was the only foreigner in the city, and she ran a high-profile establishment. So word would have gotten around.
So
So
anyone want to tackle this?
Yeah, I do.
she's also still talking.
Oh.
She keeps going.
Oh.
Can I say, like, I get visibly irritated with her constant babbling and tell her to slow her speech, and hopefully it works, and to be a bit more
doesn't.
coherent. It's okay.
She goes, oh, okay, and then continues like going at the same rate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask her about if like what she knows, like how much does she know about Magda's murder? Like, does she know like a whole thing, like her gut's been removed and whatnot?
She's already told you basically what she knows, and yes, she does mention that. It seems like most of the details have been.
Okay, so what I'm gonna ask her, like, if that sort of like killing is related specifically to any sort of like known maybe black magic ritual of these other satanic cults of whatnot, the moon cults or the snake cults or the snake moon cult or the moon snake cult.
She gives you a long list of people who may or may not be responsible and things that may or may not mean, none of which you strongly believe, but hey, she's dumping too many details on you for you to sort through effectively. Can I get an etiquette awareness roll from someone?
I'll do it. I got a thing. So etiquette and awareness. 4, 5. I get 6 dice. Okay.
Keep your awareness.
My awareness 9. So 18, 26, 29.
All right. So what you pick up is just almost like a small comment that she throws on the side. Is that Ide Baronato, who is more or less the de facto leader of the Unicorn. Technical leader in the city is Shinjo Yoshifusa, but he's quite elderly. Is like, so Ide Baronato is like really pissed with you guys.
Why?
That was a pretty good roll. I'll just give you some of the details. Well, you were invited to a party that you snubbed on the first night. You responded to it by sending a messenger and then never visiting him again. And within 3 days, you have shut down their biggest establishment in the city.
Alright, well, I think we're going to have to go visit this person.
So you might need to do some damage control.
That's true.
I can go and visit him.
I think we should all visit
I think you were the last person to ever go do a social call alone ever.
Also, the fact that a member of their own clan came to the city and then promptly
I
ignored
told
them
you, go to the party.
is a pretty big insult.
Just because, listen, that's not what my character would have done.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm right.
I'm not trying to play the win here. I'm trying
It
to
is.
have a good time.
It is not simply that you did not go to the party. It is then you didn't go visit them the next day.
It's been 4 days! Our full party wasn't even here. You know, that's what I'm going with. Our full party wasn't here, so it would have been rude to just go without them.
I disagree. I don't feel like it's gonna work on him.
I say we should try to get this girl to excuse us because we need to get the day started. So.
Yeah, let's do that. We have to.
I want to interrupt her because my character probably would not give a shit about this. Like, this person sucks. It's like, well, I think we need to get ready for the day, so thank you for your time. And then just gonna push her to the door.
You know what? You're gonna hate me because I'm gonna try and hang out with her all the time.
Right.
I like this person.
Fantastic.
At least she's unicorn.
Yeah. My character recognizes that she really needs an ear for some of her crazy theories, and I just like listening to people talk. So.
Well, Tommy idolizes her. She's loves this person.
Yeah, because she's like, wow, she knows so much. And every time she kind of gets a little wide-eyed, I just kind of put a hand on her, give her a little nod of no.
Oh dear. All right. So, is there anyone you want to go speak to? Anywhere you want to go?
That man, I forget.
Ide Baronato.
Yes.
Okay. Is everybody going?
You come with us,
I'm going to follow along. Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I'm
yeah.
acquainted with everything here.
Let's not. You can do what you want because it's your clan, so I'm going to let you kind of take the lead a little bit. But let's not use the argument that we didn't have everyone with us because I feel like that's going to be basically I didn't try to come up with an excuse.
I'll just apologize. I do feel bad that I haven't made the time to come see such an honorable.
I'm bringing Hitomi. Hitomi's coming along. Yeah, we need damage control.
Don't yell at us in front of your dog.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm Emerald Magistrate. He can yell at us all he wants.
Alright, I say we go visit them post haste. Let's go.
Alright.
Alrighty. So, do you take any time to explain to Steve
I
what
imagine
has gone on?
I was going to mention as we're going, we'll be filling him in with.
Okay, and as you're explaining to him, I'm gonna shuffle. What's her name again? Sadako Iuchi. Am I saying that right?
Ayuchi.
Iuchi. Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle her out the door as she's still talking. Okay, bye now. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming. See ya.
Okay. But then you're also leaving.
Well, I assume we have to like grab some things or whatever. So,
Okay. Okay.
and then on the way, I'm filling Steve in and everything.
I still have everything with me because I just got
Yeah, you
here,
just got
so.
here. I also apologize for making you leave as soon as we
All
got
right,
here.
let's get to Ida Baronato.
There's 14.
I feel like I kind of expected it and wouldn't want to like dilly dally and wow.
All right.
Also, I should mention this guy is like crazy old. Like it specifically says he doesn't leave his house except to go to like church, quote unquote. It says.
Ida?
Ide Baronato.
Yeah, he's like crazy old.
You talking about the other?
You're thinking
Yeah, you're thinking of the other guy.
You're
You're thinking of the head guy.
I thought that's who we were going to see.
No, he's what we were talking about with him is that like he Shinjo Yoshifusa is kind of like he's the head of the family, but kind of like more so just a figurehead because he's just kind of like he's just gotten on years and he just can't quite do what he could.
Okay.
But where Ide Baronato is kind of the actual like head of he's the one that handles everything because he's still got his wits about him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's go see him.
He is also the one whose son died.
Yeah,
in
Michikane.
this, yeah.
Oh, right.
All right. So as you are making your way there, actually, just before you arrive at the Unicorn Estate, a member of the Thunder Guard rides up on a horse to you.
Thundercard.
The Thunder Guard, yeah,
Oh,
the
guard.
elite guard
Yeah,
of the city,
okay.
and greets you as magistrates and says that they have an incident at one of the gates and that they have what they believe to be is documents with the forged magistrate seal on it.
We're gonna have to split up. I don't think there's any other option
Well,
here.
I've been told that I'm no good for social calls, so I can go and look at the
We
documents.
also have good
Um,
investigation. That makes sense. I think.
Maybe you go with him,
That's what I was
so you can
thinking.
get an idea of like social aspect, or like get an idea of like what we're dealing with, and I'll go with you because someone needs to make sure that you don't get killed. Because
Thank
even
you.
if you're the Emerald Magistrate, you're a rude boy.
That makes sense. We got a talker and
Yeah.
a mean person.
And at the same time, I would rather go with Ishika than these two. The opium addict and the guy with the girl.
Oh, yeah.
With the daughter.
So you just go with the guy that hates you.
Exactly. Because I'm used to people hating me.
Oh, I don't like you very much. You're a Ronin. Like
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, okay, you're not.
But not a lot of people like Ronins.
It's like,
Therefore,
we'll
I'm used
split
to
up.
that.
Steve, go with him. Like,
But I like how when Steve first showed up, you greeted him with, "It's wonderful to see you again."
yeah, it's magistrate.
Yeah, we were in front of guests.
Yeah, we had to be
Okay.
proper.
We had a guest. Yeah, that's
This is Japan, not
It's
the
not like
USA.
it's not like this guy. It's just like the Ronin.
All right. So who do we want to deal with first?
If you guys, whatever you guys want to do. You can-
okay. We'll go first.
All right, sounds good.
But as we split up, I kind of like pull you aside right before we walk. I was like, you keep your etiquette around Hitomi.
Wait, can I bring Hitomi?
No.
Please?
No. Don't trust me with your daughter.
This is not a place for her to be going. It could be dangerous. We're just going to see some unicorn people.
No, I'm gonna bring her with me.
You suck.
I'm gonna bring her with me. No, it's not because of you. I wanted to see what I do.
Okay, so you demand that I keep my etiquette up around Hitomi.
Yeah, it's like I've told.
I'll respond with a grunt.
It's like I've told you before. What you do is when you're. I'm not judging you for what you do and who you are. However, you will not corrupt my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it is.
All right. Let's find which gate we're talking about here. I think it's
I'm clearly wary of your character, as you were the one that could beat the shit out of me the quickest.
all right. You are brought to the gate of the Oni's Teeth. which
Oh, I remember this one.
is, L14 on the map.
I love the story behind it. That's super cool. If you guys haven't read the story behind it, you should, because it's a good time.
Why don't you give us the Cole's Notes version?
Let me see if I can. Yeah, and you can just kind of fill in the deets that I kind of forget. So, if I remember correctly, I don't remember the thing's whole name. Maybe I could see it right away. Oni no Hukuro was like was known as the dreadful owl with teeth. It was a demon, and Who was the guy that took him down? Was it Hukuro?
Oh,
No, never mind. No, that's not. That's the
guy
same name.
with the wife that has several stories in there.
Okami. I think Okami was the.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah, okay, so it's Okami. Okami was like a big dude that was from a clan that I don't quite remember either. It was Crab. Oh, he's a crab? Sick. Okay. So Okami was like a crab guy who was known for just being a giant badass. And I think him and his wife already had like this... there's like a couple stories in here about him and his wife. His wife is known for being super clever. And he's just known for being like a big old brute. I think
they did not get along at first.
They did not get along at first, but now they have like a holiday because of like a little incident that happened between the two of them. He and this owl, he went to go fight this owl, and I think the owl knew that he couldn't take him on like head-on combat, so he had to use some sort of trickery to battle him in like a grounds where he might actually have an advantage. And ultimately, it ended up with the owl tricking Okami into like being trapped in a cave with like a boulder pushed in front of it. And I think it was a traveling Ronin or a traveling merchant that happened upon like Buddy praying inside, or Okami praying inside of the cave.
I'm not sure that's important, but
No, but he like ran to tell his wife, like, "Oh, hey, your husband's trapped in there because of the owl being a big old tricky guy." And her being known as very clever, came up with some sort of like trickery or another form of trickery
Battle of wits.
Exactly. It turned into a battle of wits. Thank you. Battle of wits between her and the owl to ultimately trick the owl into releasing, or where he lost the battle of wits, forcing him to be honor bound to open the cave where Okami cut him up and then placed his teeth around the gate. So Okami, or the gate of Oni's teeth. There you go.
yeah, correct.
Very interesting.
So you, which is also the gate that you would have entered the city from. You are brought into like a little office that they have on the side, which you saw somebody enter like when you very first got to the city. And they have a very ruffled-looking young crab samurai who is, sort of sat there with, his weapons have been confiscated and he's sitting in a corner. This is the gentleman who had the fake papers. He is introduced to you as let's see here, Kayu Joji.
Damn it.
So not that guy. Damn. They ask if you can identify whether or not these papers are indeed a forgery, which you could do through
Probably a couple
probably
skills.
investigation or intelligence.
Okay, so I'm going to let you handle that one, because that's your
Maybe investigation perception.
Okay, I'll take that one over then.
investigation. Could I roll for it too, just to see? Like we could both
Yeah.
roll for it?
You're looking for a 20
20?
to
Okay.
recognize whether or not it's
Investigation, and you said perception?
Yes.
Ooh. Wow, I gotta get 2 10s. I want to give it a try anyway. Nope. Wait,
10?
18.
wait, doesn't that explode if I get 10?
10s explode, yeah.
I got 25.
Okay, you got it anyway.
Oh, we got
but
it.
Cool.
whatever, either way, we got it.
They are indeed phony, and you can tell it's particularly the chop that you would use to sign it as a magistrate. The forgery of it is very well done. The person who did it could make legit ones if they were contracted to, but you're able to determine that it is a forgery. Yeah. So you know this gentleman has forged documents.
All right, time for me to step in.
Alright.
So I'm going to. What was his name again?
Do the good cop bag.
Kayu Joji.
Caillou.
Hold on, let me see here. Give me a awareness and Shadowlands lore roll.
Oh. Not liking that.
Oh no. Not that great of a roll. Oof. So that's 10, 19, 21.
It's okay. I was only looking for a 10 from a crab. So you can tell that this gentleman has the tape.
Oh no.
Oh,
Alert. Okay, get what you need from him. Alert immediately.
Okay. All right.
And is it's not doing too hot.
Can we call them cursed?
Sure, he has.
Just for the sake of me
his
not ruining the podcast
spiritual
every time.
corruption of Fulang. How about that?
Perfect.
does Jade Strike like only tell you if they're corrupted, or does it hurt them as well?
It hurts
It
them.
hurts them as well.
Okay.
So I can tell he's corrupted. So yeah, this is gonna be a tad sensitive. So
Do it right away.
no, yeah, I'm bring it up, but I'm not gonna. So I'm just gonna start off with asking him, where did he get these forged documents? Like where, or maybe not documents, because is it just like? Oh no, it would be documents. Yeah, I was thinking of like our badge of office kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna ask him where he got the documents. Like who made these?
All right, give me a investigation awareness, and you can roll in your voice.
Oh yeah. So invoice gives me extra dice.
Gives you 1 extra dice to roll.
All right, so we got keep 4. This is wow, not a great roll. 20? Yeah, 20.
Cool. All right, so he will answer you. He kind of accepts that you have sussed out that they are indeed forgeries, so he doesn't
Doesn't fight
attempt
it.
to deny it at that point. And he tells you that he made them, and that he desperately needs access to the city. And as he's talking to you, he keeps like talking to somebody else that doesn't appear to be there,
Okay.
like saying things like, yeah, no, I'll tell them. Just give me a minute. Like,
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, it's like.
What a whack job.
I think it's a whack job. I'm guessing it's something to do with the curse.
Curse the taint.
correct.
Yes. Yeah. Who are you talking to?
He
I say to
says-
him with more like more genuine concern than like you're like you fucking crazy guy.
He's definitely more open to talk to you because you're a crab.
Yeah.
He tells you that he's speaking with one of his ancestors who has chosen him for this ridiculous mission.
You should ask him why he needs to get into the city first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get there. I get there. You got to build a rapport. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then I'll ask him. Yeah. Well, why do you need into the city?
He says he has to wrong something, or he has to right a wrong that was done in his ancestor's time.
Can I step up? Can I ask him if to him or his ancestor if the name Nico means anything?
Can't stop
He
you.
had a dog named Nico when he was a kid.
There you go. It will come. It will
Damn it.
come.
It
It will
was
come.
Killed by a demon.
Oh no. Okay. And now I'm gonna.
Hold on. He was very specific there.
What?
He was like, I need to right or wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
what is the wrong that needs
Yeah,
writing?
More detail.
Yeah.
He's clearly hesitant to talk too much about it. He says that his ancestor did something that brought shame upon his family many years ago, and it has created a potential danger that he needs to ensure is
Okay.
not found
And
by
now-
the wrong people.
I'm gonna say to him like, you can tell me what it was. Like, I know you have. I know you have
You're
the
of the
taint.
same-
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we come from the same clan, and I can tell that you have the taint. Like, you can tell me what's going on. I understand your position.
Give me a culture awareness again. This,
Culture
you're looking
awareness.
for. I should have been opposed roll. He'll roll against you.
Okay. Come on, good roll. Okay, so we got. Ooh, okay. So that's what I keep immediately, and then So I roll both of these. Okay, so 29.
So your beef is 19.
Okay, well, I have like over 30.
Cool.
I didn't even roll my voice.
So sorry, what was your exact question again?
I told him like you can tell me what's going on. You can be honest with me. We're from the same clan, so we understand what life is like for each other. And I do know you have the taint, so I know things can be serious.
All right. So he tells you that his ancestor, Kayu Yamon, was a stonemason who had been contracted to build a secret crypt centuries ago. And after he had done so, he had been kidnapped and tortured. And he had revealed, he had made a map of this facility. And that map is been hidden somewhere, and he needs to find it. And that his ancestor spirit was sort of dredged up by dark magic by somebody looking for it, and then they didn't know enough to like how to put his spirit back down. So
Okay.
he's like, so he came to find me on the wall because I'm his
Oh.
last. He's like, I'm his last descendant. But I only, as you notice, that I have the taint.
So,
I only have so much time to finish this.
so he's trying to stop whoever else is trying to get this map, kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any sort of like? Can I just like give him papers to get access to the into the city at least?
Yeah,
Like, it's a-
100%. Yeah, you can
Keep
absolutely
it
sign
between
that.
us.
Hmm?
Keep it between us.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna ask you before I sign anything. Is like, so I like explained to you like the situation, like. I want to give him papers to at least he could probably help us stop, like give us some time anyway. I know the progression of like the taint.
Yeah.
I know how much time he's gonna have, and I know when it's gonna be like serious.
I am obviously disturbed by the fact that this man has the taint and you are willing to let him into the city, but after you've told me in depth about his situation and what is going on, I reluctantly give in to what you want.
Okay, and then I take the time to explain to Hitomi a little bit about the taint and what it does.
For life lessons.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Well, I don't want her to be like. I don't want her to, be inherently corrupted by everything and just be like, death happens. I also don't want to lie to her.
I feel like I should say that. Like I cut you off mid-sentence and just tell her death happens.
All right, so you're going to give him like actual documents that he can
Just
send to the city?
yeah, or maybe like under escort. Is there something like I can do there? Like,
Like, are you saying under your own escort, or you're going to like be like,
This dude, help him. Do the thing.
under my escort.
okay,
Oh.
I'm not risking him running off and then like the taint just and him. No.
Yeah, it's going to take over to us. Cool.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wait, is the taint like super contagious from person to person?
Not like super, but like
But if you get
yeah.
we're dead.
It's like it's not super
Yeah,
contagious. It's just sort of that like.
if it kills you and you turn into a zombie, that's generally worse, because then you're on biting people and possibly even the taint. Just stand next to a person with a taint, you're not likely to catch it off them.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all. I just maybe not.
If you're exchanging fluids with them, oh maybe, but unless,
Wait, we could do
unless
something.
this is going away,
We could do
very
something fun
different
with
than
that.
I foresaw. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
So just having him with us won't necessarily like. We won't like get it the taint necessarily.
Still could. It's just.
It's like, but him just being with us is not going to like. It's not going to spread like a.
Just don't make out with him or have a blood transfusion from him. You should be fine.
Around the little home, you're mad.
Yeah.
Oh, here's what we'll do.
Are you
We'll
going
bring
to
him-
put your daughter at risk? That is a question for you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I was just like, we would put him like a full bodysuit of armor. Like if someone tries to go after, us, like blood won't get
He
everyone.
does have armor.
Oh yeah, I guess he would because he's a fucking crab.
Crap, we should-
What if he's a spit talker and he spits on
Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're right. No, I can't risk it.
What if he ends up getting like too comfortable and just tries to like?
If you are
cat
going to
his
let
head
him
or some
in,
shit?
see if you can give him like a 7-day pass or something, and just have some guards look after
Nope.
him.
Nope, not happening
You're
now.
not
Forget.
gonna let him in.
Nope, forgot about my daughter.
Cool.
So
I don't want that.
So
either.
what are you doing?
detainment. We're detaining him. We're gonna put him in a place where we can get access to him for information.
So you're gonna arrest him?
Yeah, arrest him in that in like a holding cell away from most people.
Well, it's not gonna look good either.
So
Like, don't worry, you can tell me, Kate, you're under arrest.
So the Civic Hall has some holding cells, though typically they're used to hold people for very short periods of time before they're executed. Because they don't really have jails per se.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what? We're just gonna hold him and then he dies.
Yeah.
How long is he held for? Like, what's the
What
maximum
we
time
say?
he can spend
What
there
we
for
say?
the guilt?
I mean, you're Emerald Magistrates. You can say to hold them indefinitely.
We
It's
can
just
kill
it's
him
not
now,
what the
and
facility's
everyone be
built
like, "All right." Kind of like
Voting
look.
rights didn't really exist back then.
for. You can stick him in a cage and
I
deal with him
just
later
I
if you
don't
want.
because like I don't think he's crazy. He's clearly got something, but like there's clearly.
It's not
Merit to
whether
what
he
he
has a
says.
just cause or not.
I know,
more
it's just like-
he has the taint. That's a danger. To
I
the
know,
entire
but the thing
city.
is, like, he actually his ancestor, like the person that Spirit is talking to,
What is the goal of the Emerald Magistrate?
to find the guy who did the
No,
thing.
that's what our specific goal. What is, an Emerald Magistrate, as a general idea, what is their goal?
Protect the city.
Yes.
It's like the Empire.
Yeah.
Protect the empire.
Well, same goal is met there.
Also,
Yeah, I know.
How can we be sure that he's not crazy? If he didn't have the taint, that's one thing.
What?
But
Because
if he has the taint,
having-
he's talking to someone who's not there.
Having
That's
been a
what
crab,
he
having
is.
been a crab and dealt with like demons, like I served time on the wall too. Like I know weird shit happens. Like
He
I've
also has forged documents. How trustworthy is a person like that?
it's, hey, desperate times call for desperate measures.
I mean,
Exactly. That's the
mean-
times you might kill someone.
Think of the children. Won't somebody think of the children?
but imagine yourself as an Emerald Magistrate. Some guy forges
I
your
am.
documents.
I'm literally doing that.
But I mean, okay.
Think of your duties.
So we're
Okay.
imprisoning the guy.
He tries to lie his way into the city, and then when he tells you, "Yeah, it's because my dead ancestor is haunting me, and I just have to get in here," you're like, "Well, okay."
What's that stopping for anyone just being like, yeah, my ancestor, so let me in?
Can I get like a sincerity roll from? Well, no, because no matter what, he clearly believes what he's saying. Doesn't matter. Can't do detect motive in this
I
game.
don't think you can let him in. As a magistrate. If you want to, that's your decision. But as a magistrate, I don't. There's going to be some
No,
backstory.
you're right. I don't even care about like magistrate. I'm just thinking of like the taint alone being a
It's just
problem.
going to look bad. It'll also make us look weak.
Fuck, I don't know what to
But
do
yeah,
here.
sure.
Nick, do something brash.
Cut his head off.
Do something brash.
I'm at a point. I don't know what to do here. Do something. Do something.
That's what you want in your...
Do something. I don't know. Do you play your character? Throw opium at him. I don't know.
He does need it.
Yeah, I'm not throwing that away for sure, but
You have medicine, right?
I do have medicine.
Give me a medicine awareness roll.
Medicine awareness 6.
Oh. Oh no. Was Joel wrong?
Ooh, mediocre.
It's okay. Mediocre's often better than you think
For
it is.
15.
I think you definitely have 15 minutes.
Yeah, 8, 7, and 5, so 19, 20.
So you can tell with the context, being told that he has the taint, you can tell with that context that he has been eating crushed jade and is causing him intense intestinal pain. Because that is like swallowing glass.
Well,
Okay. So I don't know.
So he like probably doesn't even have much longer to live either
No.
way. What happens if you die with the taint? Are you just dead?
you turn into a zombie.
No.
With the taint, if you died because the taint got so bad, you'll turn into
Okay.
a zombie. If your taint's really bad and you die through other means, you might turn into a zombie. He's
So-
not necessarily at that point.
That I find that changes the situation then, because only Rio and I know that this man has the taint, he is obviously going out of his way to try and slow it down as much as possible if he's eating the equivalent of crushed
What was his
glass.
reason for trying
So
to
wait,
get
do
in?
you tell me that he is eating crushed glass?
Yes, I'll mention it to you.
Oh,
Trying to find the people who...
Right now, I tell you
We're trying
that
to find
like
the
this guy is taking preventative measures to slow down the taint, and he is in extreme pain.
yeah, and I understand the gravity of that. Like,
And
that's desperate.
Also, I feel that because of that, like you have to, if you say like extreme intestinal pain, then you can be sure that there's internal bleeding, and that he's going to die before the taint can spread far enough to kill him. So I say, as long as we be wary of him.
Maybe we can convince him to like give us as much detail as we
That's what I'm
can.
thinking. Let us handle what he's trying to
And
fix.
then, like-
We'll fix it for him.
Yeah, the other in
Honor
addition to
death.
being like crushed glass, if you have the taint, Jade will burn you like holy water burns a vampire. So like, in order to ingest that would be...
Yeah, like
Yeah.
to hold it and still adjust it. Yeah, like he's
It
going
would
to.
take,
So,
take a
do you
lot.
think maybe if I try and convince him to like him, or maybe his ancestors, more so the one we need to talk to, or like communicate, use him as like the medium, middleman, to get us to do it? Because no matter what, like even if I give him the papers, because of the intestinal bleeding and things like that alone, he's not going to live to finish this.
I also have a suspicious feeling that if we leave him alone, he's going to end up dead a lot sooner than we want him to. Though.
Probably. So yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can't like. How would I word this? Is there a way that I could like speak to his ancestor through him?
You can
like-
say words at the air.
Okay.
And hope that it hears you.
Okay. Okay. I ask you like, if I speak to you, can your ancestor hear me?
He thinks so. No one's tried it.
Okay. I'm going to. I said okay. Well, I'm going to speak to him. If it does not work, could you relay what I say to him?
Sure.
Cool beans. I don't actually say that because no one would say that in that time.
Yeah, cool soy.
Cool soy. Cool rice.
Nice rice.
Cool rice.
Nice rice.
Okay, so as I said, I'm going to explain to his ancestor what we just discussed. Also, kind of like, well, I can imagine he would know. What was his name again? Joji Caillou.
The crab families.
Yeah, I know. It's just Caillou's funny. So yeah, he probably knows. Like he probably understands what's going on with him. Like he knows he's ingested jade. Like he probably understands what that means. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll explain that to his as I'm speaking to the ancestor and say like he doesn't. There's a good chance he won't be able to finish what you need him to. Tell us everything that you can, and we'll try and bring you honor in death the best we can.
Okay.
But like it's better with us than with him.
Okay. He has to relay. You can't hear his
I
ancestor.
assumed.
He has to relay messages. So, other than what he's already told you, he can tell you that he believes the man who tortured him for the map and killed him was a Shosuru.
Oh,
Which is one of
who?
the scorpion families.
Shosuru?
Yes. And that the magic user who summoned him used Maho, which is blood magic.
How do you spell that?
Maho.
Maho.
And that she was also a scorpion. But she had the assistance of a crab Maho user as well, who assisted. So there was a crab and a scorpion that
Oh, dude, you got some crabs. Okay.
they were not like they should have known that when you summon up a ghost, you gotta be able to put it back to rest.
So these
But
these are people that most likely are new to this kind of magic.
The
or
thing with
maybe-
Maho is that anyone can learn it, but there's it's still hard to learn it correctly
Okay.
because dark spirits will teach anyone, and you don't even have to be like a regular magic user to learn it. But it comes at costs. It gives you the taint to use it.
I want to ask him how he got the taint.
teapot on the wall.
Oh, do anything.
That's right. You said that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, with that,
He had like before his ancestor contacted him. He had contracted the taint, and he was just going to like retire and die. But he was given this mission that he has to fulfill.
okay. So he came from the Crablands,
Yes.
like the wall at the crab. Ooh.
Yeah.
So he's got a long journey back then,
Did you also
He's
serve
not
on
planning on going back.
huh?
He's not
This
planning
was
on
a
going
one-way
back.
trip.
Yeah, I know.
this
That's
was
what
a
it means.
one-way.
Like, it's like we can't just be like, we'll take it from here. You go on home.
There's no
Well,
going home.
You
for him.
can.
We can, but like he'll just kill himself most likely.
Better out there than in here.
Disagree.
You're not there.
Yeah, disagree.
What do you do?
So I'll ask him like, what do you want to do now? Because like either the taint's gonna get you, or like the internal bleeding. Like not even surgery
His
is gonna help
concern
that.
is not his life. He wants to find the people who did this.
Yeah.
And stop them, or find this map and deal with it, or
So I tell him we're going to take care of that. Like we will.
You need to tell me we
yeah.
can't let you.
Yeah, we can't let you in because of the taint. Like we just can't. It's not a risk that we can take. And
should
even
not-
as my duty as Emerald Magistrate, no matter how much I connect with you and sympathize with you on this, I can't. It's just I don't have it. It's not within my jurisdiction to let you in, or not my rightful jurisdiction anyway. What else? If I tell you that we will take care of this, is there anything more that we can do for you? Because we have to turn you away.
no. It's like then I assume you will fail, and that is useless to me.
He assumes that we'll fail. Well, I don't think there's anything more to say.
Is there somewhere that we can keep him outside of the city where he can stay, and we can communicate with him
It's
daily?
just like farms outside the city. I mean, you can find like a hut to lock him in.
I don't think there's really much to do with them. Like,
Yeah,
you
there
can't let
is.
them in.
There is.
But
Well, let him in, but it goes against everything that we stand for.
I think it's established that you're not letting him in.
Yeah, I know.
What do you think, Ken?
No, it's just that I have soft-hearted, so I can't just do it. But
Maybe a brash type character.
Well,
who-
I'll-
with no
walk up.
combat skills.
Yeah, well, that's why
No, he could say, "Look,
Well, you
gotta
came.
leave." He could just be like,
I'll
"Look,
tell him.
I meant kill him.
This could
You're soft-hearted.
very
That's what I
very
mean.
easily could lead to a combat situation. And
You're
keep in
also
mind,
surrounded
we
by
have a
guards that are
very
with you.
meek hostage
Yeah.
that's a 4-year-old girl with us. So we need to be
That's
careful
a-
what this guy says, and also keep a close eye on him.
guys, you're at like the city wall. There's tons of guards
I
around
know,
you.
I know,
I
You're
just
like,
don't like-
hey, we
Someone,
need 30 of these
if
guys.
this is like this guy has already resigned himself to
This is the
die.
taint.
It's like we'll be back in a minute.
I do that. I do that. I do that. I do that.
Say, like,
No, I don't.
it's not threatening.
Yeah, so I just tell it. Well, he says I just tell him like I don't think there's anything more for us to talk about then.
Okay.
And how does he respond with anything else?
Now he just looks sad.
Has he already given us all the information he can about?
But he has at least.
Yeah.
He's willing to give. We already rolled together.
I'm
the
worried that
information.
making him leave to kill himself or having him killed is just going to cut this short.
We
And this could be
can't
something important.
listen. We can't. No,
The
I'm not
only
letting him
other
walk
thing
away.
that he can do is look for the people who summoned his ancestor, and his ancestor might recognize them and be like, "That's them," but that's useless to you. It only matters for him.
Can we get him to ask his ancestor what they looked like, and we can at least get a description?
You can get a description, but it's like
It's got to be.
they don't
broad.
have super like it's like here's scorpion-like features. It's a woman in
That's
her
right, and the
like,
mask too.
I think
it's
we
a
might.
scorpion woman and a crab man. Tells you the crab man wore his hair in a unicorn style. With
Fine.
braids.
Can we? Okay, wait. Corn braids. Can I ask what his? No, I'm not doing that. Never mind. We can't let him in, so we have to find a place to lock. What?
Are you gonna like have him locked in the jail?
Yeah, we're not turning.
Yeah, we can't. I can't let him go
No.
just wherever he's taint.
We don't. We can't. We're not going to kill him because
Why
that
not?
would just. I just find that it would be a waste, and Rio probably wouldn't let me.
Well, listen. No, I'm not there, so obviously I have no say in this.
Exactly. So shut up.
Okay, well, alright, never mind.
Alright.
So stripped of all gear and put in prison it is then. All right.
It's gonna be so much better.
So he'll be held at the Civic Hall.
Okay.
But in the city, like deep in the city.
Mm-hmm. It's not far from your residence.
Yeah. I'm gonna give him a crab kimono to wear though. I wanna like order them to like find him a crab kimono to wear. He's not
He
this
actually already has one.
Okay, well
He has
then
a standard.
then he gets to keep it. He
Should
doesn't have to
we?
wear like prison drab.
Oh.
It's fairly normal for samurai. Is they're
It's just to have a
treated
kimono.
with some respect.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's not like a run-in.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that really concludes that. Because
Okay.
Should we? I don't know if this will change what happens or anything, or if I can even do this, but I feel like we should mention to the guards and anybody who's looking after him to keep his name like hush hush.
On VL.
yeah, just like don't like his like
His family name.
his imprisonment. Maybe his imprisonment is kind of like a need to know.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna tell these scorpion guards not to tell anyone. That this
Yeah, that's
prison
right.
guard-
It's prison guard.
Right.
Just treat him like any other.
They agree. Would you like them to roll sincerity?
Nah, you know what? Maybe just tell them, or as opposed to that, maybe just tell them like, if like, watch him. If he starts to get sick, let us know.
And if anyone
And-
else besides
yeah.
the two of us come looking for him, do not
Yeah,
do
don't.
not tell anyone about him.
No, don't. They can't. Nick, they're scorpion. That's
Like,
literally
don't-
what they do.
Yeah.
They're garbage. That's what they do.
That's what
They
I'm
be
saying.
shit. That's how they work. Can't tell them that. If anything, if telling that, it's be like, I'm 100. They'll be like, absolutely, I'm 100% gonna tell everyone I know.
Why can't you just be like, take this guy to the prison?
Yeah, take this guy to the prison. If he gets sick, let us know.
Like, don't give them something
Done.
to think about.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, it's a prisoner.
Okay, let's move on to the other guys.
Yep, that's it. That's the end of it.
Alright, you make your way to the Unicorn Estates.
That was a long walk.
Alright.
We're just like walking around like the thing. Okay, so the first evening we arrived, we were invited to two parties: one at the governor's palace and one at the Unicorn Palace.
Right. We didn't go to the
We
unicorn.
did
one.
not go. We sent a letter saying, regards, but we stuff to do.
Gotcha.
Then we didn't show up for 4 days.
I remember that.
So I'm happy about that. Also,
And you're a unicorn.
yes, I guess. Magda, who was the
patron of the
foreign
house,
lady,
House of the Foreign Stories.
patron of someone from the Unicorn Clan as well. So basically, just like got their very valuable asset killed as well.
Okay.
So they pissed.
Gotcha. So we're there to try to make nice.
Safe face, yeah.
Gotcha.
So on your knees, bound.
Gotcha.
If only has an adorable little kid to help us out.
It's okay. She learns. It was more important for her to learn some valuable life lessons of what it's like. Of what.
Here, Toby, here's the crippling disease.
Yep. That's fine.
Look at the real world.
Yeah, never too early to learn.
Alright, so we're at the doors. I'm assuming there's guards.
There are guards. This is a big sort of compound with several unicorn families living here. But when they see you, they basically say, "We've been expecting you."
For 4 days.
Lord
Stern
Baronato.
looking paws.
Yeah. Lord Baronato will be notified. Somebody have to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna continue into the compound then.
All right, you are brought into like a meeting hall where Baronato is sort of holding court. He doesn't sit at the position of head of the clan here because he's not technically in that role. He's just sort of acts as it. But he's there, as is his son, Ide Asamitsu. and Ide Nakatada, as well as the two Otaku sisters.
Otaku.
Yes.
My sisters?
They're your relatives, not necessarily super close. The families are quite large.
So I probably wouldn't have even met them.
Maybe, maybe not. If you did, it would have been a long time ago.
Okay.
So
Alright, so
let's see. Let's see whether or not they recognize you. How about that?
okay, how do we do that?
Well, they're going to do a heraldry roll.
Also, I have a quick question. About how old are our characters?
It'd be between 20 and 30,
Okay.
depending on what you want your character to be. It's a good chance that Steve's character would be a little older.
Okay.
Kind of works with my actual age. So.
You fogey.
Okay.
What the hell? Can I roll to see if I know them?
Yeah.
Okay, do that.
You're going to do a heraldry roll.
Okay, I have none of that.
You're okay. You can just roll intelligence to remember.
5.
So I didn't recognize them?
Oh.
So I didn't recognize them?
I have a
Oh,
12.
he doesn't know.
A 12.
Okay. You have tons of cousins, man.
My family did not keep it in the pants.
These the big families are huge.
I imagine,
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna, first thing, I'm just gonna go to the center floor and just bow hard, and I'm just gonna look at, Steve, down now.
I'll follow his cue and bow, maybe not quite as deep as him,
Alright.
but I will
And I
bow.
specifically want to say, please accept my gracious apologies that making myself so scarce.
This is finally our family member has deemed to lower himself to our presence, and I see that he has come not with his compatriots but with a servant.
So I take my bow out.
Oh, man after my own heart.
I will bite the words. I
Okay.
will swallow them,
Okay.
and I'm actually gonna let Ishika take the lead since we are in his clan's.
Alright, oh my god.
You know he's a check, right?
Oh, yeah,
It's
I'm
a
a lady.
You're a lady? Oh, she cute.
And
Oh my god.
and Shugenja.
Okay, so they think you're, alright.
I'll stand there with a very stern look.
So Ide Atsumitsu cuts in and says, so Father, they have very important business to attend to. Clearly, the governor would be their first point of contact to investigate the death of the predecessor.
You suck his dick after
Kind of
he's fetching
defends
for
you
you.
a little there.
Was that not the conspiracy theorist?
No, I'm
That's the.
a C who's one of his sons.
Oh, okay.
He's the one who's currently engaged to Shishiro Kini.
Alright.
The one
Oh.
who's currently looking for Hitomi at your residence. It's like, she's supposed to be here.
Oh, should have left a note.
I'm sure you might have said something.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
I might be upset. Anyways, okay, so what I said before, I think I won't say that and I'll say it now. Please accept my most gracious apologies for being so scarce. Yeah.
It's good to be amongst my clan
It's
members.
good
or
to
something,
be, although I do have more duties than just being a part of the unicorn family, it's not my desire to disown myself from it.
Of course, perhaps you can find a way to. This is Baronata speaking. Find a way to replay our clan's interest within the course of your duties.
Of course, yeah. It would be my honor to.
That is excellent to hear. Perhaps you can tell me what it is you plan to do about the opium situation.
Getting to the big boys already.
It is an enormous problem within the entire empire. In fact, I would say it is a potential threat to the Celestial Order itself.
Okay. I will say, well, believe me, the opium issue is far from the last thing on my to-do list. It's quite high, actually.
What have you done so far? You have had 4 days.
Damn. Maybe I should have got the other thing.
What is his name? Bernardo?
Yeah, you
I
did
want
that.
that tattooed on my fucking arm. This guy's badass. Love him.
Okay. Right. I'm currently looking into some.
Do you have any skills in lying?
I'm acting, actually. That's something.
Yeah, it's more of a sincerity role to outright lie.
I'm currently looking into some key.
I'm gonna act like someone who's doing my job.
Currently looking into some key players in the opium business. I believe with all crime, if you tackle one side of it, the rest will eventually crumble.
Seems like an odd theory. Perhaps you've been speaking to Sadako too much.
Okay. Have you read up on this guy at all?
No.
Because he's actually my favorite dude in all of all the characters. He is well aged, well accustomed to the city. He knows how shit works. Don't give him these bullshit answers
honestly, that fits my kid very well because I try to act really high and superior, but I will break easily.
Yeah, clearly,
That's
because
totally
that's
part of the character,
this
not
guy
even joking.
does not nothing. He's not fuck around. He's very straight laced.
Yeah, I can tell.
Love him.
At this point, I think I'm going to cut in.
Yes, I'm
Because
going
I
to
see,
look at you.
I see her struggling and being diminished in front of this old man. I will cut in and look at Master Baronato and say, Master, that is one of the reasons why we have come to you. We are looking for your knowledge and your wisdom in this matter.
Keep in mind he does not recognize there's an Emerald Magistrate yet.
Oh yeah, you should have announced I'm not sir. What
That's
up?
what I mean. Just address it eventually. Just keep in mind he does not recognize it yet.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll add it. I am a fellow magistrate with this group.
Emerald
And,
Magistrate.
Emerald Magistrate. I will also present my credentials, my badge,
Sure.
and go on with what I was saying there before.
So, what aid do you seek from him?
Respect.
Some mag cred.
So I'm basically we're looking for is okay. Hold on, pause. Is one of our missions basically to battle the opium?
No.
No, but as a magistrate, an Emerald Magistrate is definitely something that is important.
I would argue that maybe they just don't have a horse in the race in the opium commerce, and he's just trying to get you to kind of maybe.
His other son passed away due to an opium
Oh yeah, that's right. Nope, I lied. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. And he blames somebody called
Trueward.
Trueward.
Good word, yeah. He's dead though. So.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. True word. So what are we looking for?
Well, first of all, we're trying to save face. So far, it's not going too well. I don't know what we're looking for from him specifically.
Best part is, if you go the first night, he's super nice.
Oh, really? Yeah, but is the governor really mean?
Well, it depends.
If
Yeah,
we-
yeah, it depends.
If you take 4 days to show up, probably all mean.
It's only been 40. That's not that long.
Well, here's the thing: the governor can demand your appearance, which if you just don't show up, she probably will do.
I don't know. I don't know what we're looking for him, but
So what are we looking
Being
into right
someone
now? We're looking
who's so
into.
passionate of toppling the, the opium regime, you must have somewhere to start.
So we're,
It's only my fourth day in the city. I have many tasks to attend to.
You were about to say something?
I was just asking. Like, right now, we're looking into Magda's death, mostly.
Sort of.
But
It's
we should take
we got like
ownership
6
of
things
that.
on the go.
We should take ownership of that because that we did have a part in that happening. So
Yeah, a lot of the main 4 mysteries you're here to solve are all old
yeah.
mysteries.
These are just
So,
new things
I'm
that are
gonna bring
cropping
up
up.
Magda then and be like,
Yeah.
I must admit, although it pains me to say, I was the one who signed the papers. It was not my intention to get her killed.
Do you even have to bring that up?
He
Well, I think I should just
says,
take ownership to
he
it.
says, yes, Senefusa has been out of sorts since her death.
That's right.
I only desire to make things right in this city, not to offend anyone or harm anyone.
Well, then, perhaps when tax season comes around, you will remember the price we've already paid.
Yes.
Why man such as yourself should know that someone as high of a status as me cannot just look the other way when it comes to something that would offend the emperor.
I do not believe I ever asked you to do such a thing.
And suddenly, a young man and his daughter come through the door to save this failing situation.
You understand? I'm not playing
No,
like
I
as
know,
Keegan
I
trying
know,
to
I know,
solve the
I know, I
situation.
know.
My character would be like, no, the emperor's
No, I know.
important right
That's
now.
why my Yasuki Ryo Valiant comes. No, I don't think I
Then
can
I
just
must
do
be
that.
stumbling over my words.
Just failing
So,
etiquette.
would you like to try perhaps a etiquette roll to?
To remedy
solve
this.
that situation? Yeah. I would
Do you
love
have
to.
anything in etiquette?
Your
I took
intent-
it with
Okay.
level up.
Yeah, is your intention to make a graceful exit from the situation?
No, I don't want to just leave. I just wanted to know that, like,
So
like,
you'll
like,
go easy on us
like-
with taxes? Nope. See ya.
I do apologize. I mean, I feel bad that this happened, and that, my intention wasn't for him to get harmed. But he's a wise man. He's a leader. He needs to understand that, like, and something as so like entangled as a murder, not everyone's gonna come out unscathed. Obviously, that's all I'm trying to say. So,
All right, let's roll up some
thanks,
etiquette.
me, Nick.
Oh.
Okay, I have 1 in etiquette.
Okay, and awareness is what you're rolling.
What do you have in awareness?
3.
So you'll roll 4, keep 3. Over 15.
Okay, I have a 16.
Ooh, just good enough. Okay. He'll sort of accept whatever platitudes you spew out to make him not quite so mad. He mentioned, he will say, like, perhaps we should change tact on our conversation. Hear that you have become associated with my son's new fiance and her family.
Kimmy.
So Shirokimi, the governor's daughter.
She's the one with
Oh, the one with tutoring?
Yeah, Hitomi's tutor.
Yes, although I have only had the honor of meeting her a few times, she seems to be a wonderful woman.
Indeed, she was able to attend the party your first night.
Wow, change tack to a letter conversation. Fuck you, by the way.
I was just gonna say I wasn't in the city.
I love this guy so much.
I just got here. I want to come straight here.
Mad respect to my boy Baronato.
Can I get a investigation awareness from Keegan specifically?
Okay, I have 1 investigation and awareness, you said?
Yeah.
It's a 4, keep 3. 8, 6, 5, 19.
Okay. I'm going to send you a text message. Do you have your phone with you?
I do.
Actually, I'll
I'm like talking with him, like, hold on, I gotta pull up my phone. Yeah.
Bet our listeners are super excited about this.
Time for idle chit chat.
Um,
Seb, what's your favorite color?
Hot.
Nick, what's your favorite color?
oh, navy blue.
Like, nice. I like it. Specific. It's not the right answer, but that's
What is the right answer, Joel?
most light blue, specifically sky blue, is the right answer. That's what the answer we're looking
I like
for.
green or purple myself.
I say.
Here you go.
While we're doing idle chit chat, with
Snap!
with the advantage luck, do I get? I have 6 points in that. I get 2 dice added to every roll, correct?
No, you get 2 re-rolls per session.
Okay.
That'd be busted if you just got 2 extra dice for every
Yeah,
time.
that's why I
2
I
re-rolls
find
per
it-
session is also
I-
very
Yeah, no, it is.
I thought
especially
for
considering
sure.
the number of dice rolls you actually tend to do during the course of a session.
Also, because the characters is a little.
I'm a piece of shit.
So
That's what you're looking for.
So Sadako enters the room and sits down without observing the proper etiquette for doing so.
That's the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, she just sort of like walks into the room and
What
sits down.
This woman is like completely oblivious to
I
everything.
should win Unicorn, man. These guys are awesome.
Yeah, they are. I like them a lot. What were we talking about? Oh, why wasn't at the party? Right.
Yeah.
Oh, how am I gonna say this one? Okay. Although family is a very important matter to me, being called on by the governor and being an Emerald Magistrate, you must understand that where my priorities must lie there.
Utaku Naishi chimes in and says that she heard there was a disturbance at the party.
Yeah, a disturbance is an understatement there. Giant ghost through a child.
Whose child?
A fellow magistrate's child, young Hitomi. Speaking of, any of you guys know a Nico?
Naishi just kind of cocks an eyebrow.
Alright, your faces say no.
She doesn't say anything.
What was who was the person that walked in the room? What was her name?
Sadako.
Conspiracy theorist.
Sadako. Sadako, I mean.
Ide Asamitsu says that, yes, Kimi has had nothing but good things to say about young Hitomi.
She's a sweet girl.
Goddamn right.
She will turn into a fine woman one day.
And he turns to his father and he says, perhaps we shouldn't monopolize too much of the magistrate's time. They have much work to do to set the city to right.
I feel like this would be a good time for you to speak up and be like, no, like, try to look good to.
Well, does the guy say anything back to him? No.
Well, here's the thing. What sort of approach do you want? Do you want to... do you have anything to offer him at this point, or do you want to get out of this tense situation?
Well, I do want to apologize again. But... Okay, maybe I can get up from my bow because I've still been bowing. I ain't getting up from that. I speak directly to him. I don't look at anybody else. The head guy, I forget his name.
You'd better not have.
Yes, I say. I understand that my presence here being 4 days late means I failed you, and I have much work to do. And for that, I apologize, and I will do everything I can to remedy the situation we're in. And,
He says, that is good to hear. Keegan, you're gonna gain in honor and lose in glory.
I don't know what that means.
You're a kiss ass.
Alright, I have no glory.
So now you have 0.9 glory.
Yeah,
Oh,
correct.
does that mean I had a 2.5? Do I have a 2.6 now?
Yeah.
All right, so he will accept that as a apology and promise to do better in the future.
That's what I want. Yeah. Okay.
And at the risk of retreading ground, unless you have something specific to ask him or speak about, perhaps we should move on to a different scene.
I want to talk to more people here, but I don't feel like I want to do it just.
Well, I
openly.
want like
Okay, that's
maybe
fine.
not now, but later. I'd like to go visit him myself just to make an appearance and just
This
sort of
may
be
not
like.
be the right theater.
Exactly. That's right. I want to talk to some of these other people, but not in this big open room with everybody. Just
Also, maybe just not in this sort of like climate,
situation, atmosphere.
social climate. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Scolding.
I want to bow again and walk out.
All right. So,
Sorry.
Right. So, do you guys meet up back at the magistrate residence, or what's the story?
When they come back home, I will have already had tea out waiting for them and be sipping some tea and discussing like with Kimmy about Hitomi's teachings and
I'm
whatnot.
going to my room. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm very ashamed of myself.
I just, how did the meeting go?
While he goes to his room, I will update you with what happened.
I just kind of go, oh.
Yeah. Essentially.
Oh, my boy.
All right. And is there anything else anyone wanted to accomplish immediately?
Nope.
It is evening now, I imagine. We should have like geisha that we could go talk to, and the evening would be the time to do so. I'm not saying it'll lead to anything, but it's something we haven't covered yet. So
There's no promise that she'll be present though.
no, but it is the evening. That would be the time to function.
Well, maybe,
I should mention my character's not going to be. I'm very upset right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
maybe,
yeah. Rio,
yeah. We'll take the three of us because you haven't really been a part of the ongoing investigation, so we want to include you as much as possible.
And I trust you'll be leaving Hitomi home.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna ask. No, I don't even think she'd be allowed, even if I wanted to bring her. Well, I could probably just be like, "Fuck you, I'm Emerald Magistrate."
Yeah,
but
it's like trying to bring
We're
your kid to a
multiple,
prom.
though.
If
No,
I did
that's
that,
mean.
I would stare at you very disapprovingly.
yeah, no. I'll ask Kimmy to like take Hitomi with her when she leaves, just so she has someone to stay with for the night.
Sure. She can do that. The
You are
governor
upsetty
always-
spaghetti. I am not leaving her here with a pissed off unicorn.
The governor loves to see little Hitomi.
Exactly.
So certainly.
Exactly. It's no disrespect to you, which I do tell you as like I'm leaving.
All right, so why are you going to go see the geisha? All right, update me on this.
She was mentioned in the previous magistrate's journal.
The Emerald
as-
Magistrates Secret Journal has. Sorry to interrupt you,
No,
Nick.
that's fine. Go ahead. You know more than I do anyway.
It's a long read.
He's spoken of her a few times.
Check it. It's long read.
So it's really just kind of they knew each other on a semi-personal level, and it's someone we haven't spoken to yet.
This is the one that was described as right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. All right,
That
let's go
one.
see this ring. Geisha.
I hope she's like 40 when we go see her.
Okay, so yeah, we'll head over to Teardrop Island and investigate into this geisha chick.
Moment here. All right, you are. Well, you make your way through to the little gate. Actually, hold on.
Holding on.
Can I get an investigation perception from everyone who's there?
Give me 4 days. So I add them all up together, or?
Your perception and
So your perception. So you always
Yeah.
roll. So your perception's
So I
2.
got-
so you
so-
only keep 2 of like the dice that you roll.
So you keep
keep
perception
your two
plus
highest.
2
And my
dice.
investigation is 2 dice.
Yeah. So
that's
so
4
you,
dice.
you roll
You
4
roll
dice
4
and you
and
keep
keep
2.
the best 2.
And I keep the best 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have
And then you
a
add those 2
I have a 16.
I got 26.
19.
Jesus.
All right, so all of you notice a small girl, about Hitomi's age, also about the age of that your daughter would have been, just drenched in blood, like head to toe, and she just like walks out from behind a corner of an alley and like starts bawling, and she's covered in blood.
So sprint over immediately and be
Yeah,
like,
Joe, go.
like what's? I'm bringing her to fucking Slut Island.
I'm
Well,
just saying, God.
Be like try and like maybe like grab. I don't know. I don't even know with Jesus.
Grab Jesus.
I feel like it's just like just that, like, what's wrong? Yes, I panic because I keep seeing like my daughter like.
So I'll follow suit, and I think I need to, since I'm insensitive, I think I need to spend a void point for this. But I would try and see if there's anything like physically wrong with her.
Yeah, I would say you probably need to.
And I think I need to do. Would I do a medicine roll for that?
Yep.
So
Medicine perception.
You said she was covered head to toe with blood.
Like drenched, he said specifically.
Yep.
She is red.
it's 25.
Okay. So she is unhurt, though terrified.
Okay.
This is not her blood.
That's what I figured.
Physically,
Good
no.
to know.
Mentally, yes.
I'll take part of my kimono or whatever I'm wearing and just try to wipe her face
Yeah,
and
at least.
hands and try to wipe off the blood.
So yeah, I'll ask like what's the matter? Like what happened? Where did you come from? Like this.
So,
Barrage of questions for this crying 4-year-old.
yeah, what do you think the chances are you getting it useful information out of that?
Where were you on the magistrate's murder?
Tell me about the Reapers.
So yeah, she is just bawling,
Can't speak
and
and
she
imagine.
doesn't like. She's like. She still doesn't appear to trust you that much, though she's, not physically capable of
Okay, so as for like wiping her down, I just like take her in my arms and kind of like hold her and just start like brushing her head, sort of.
Okay, give me a
I don't know.
I can't remember.
torture and awareness.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, courtier. I heard torture.
Torture.
I heard torture.
Torture and awareness. I mean, that would also work, but
What?
just have a very different result.
Whose blood is this?
So wait, courtier and awareness. Please. Okay, 6. So 9.
You
7,
thought she was so compliant.
5,
Wait till I get hold.
10, 3. Okay, so 9, 16, 21, 31, 34. Ow.
All right. So she struggles to get any words out. You manage to calm her a little bit. I was actually looking for a 30. She tells you is they tried to take me, and there was a fight, and they got hurt, and I got wet.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to like shush her a little more. Kind of. Wait. Should we?
Should I bring her back to the governor or something?
Wait.
Hey guys, I need to interject here. This is driving me crazy.
Yeah.
She came from the alleyway. So
I know that's what I'm saying. Like
But
I'm
I
just
want
gonna
to
like.
send them to the alleyway because I don't want to go down there.
You want to hold the kid?
I also don't want to leave you with a child.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't trust you to hold an ice cream cone.
I am insensitive. I'm not a sociopath.
But you're also an addict.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it's that.
So you can clearly see with
Yeah.
an investigation perception roll of 0 that there's a little trail of tiny.
Yeah. It's,
footprints in
okay.
blood.
I take off following the trail right away without
Yeah.
no.
Okay. You go with him.
No.
Yep. Yep.
What a great.
Why do I have to go with
Emerald
him?
Because
Magistrates.
I'm staying with the child.
Leave me with the child. You go.
Nope.
This traumatized child. She just needs to see you guys be indecisive and scared. Great.
Okay, cool.
Fine.
So I'm off on my
follow
own.
him. I'll follow him down the alley.
By this time,
Perfect.
I'm gone.
Stay behind him a little bit.
All right. So give me an investigation
Wait
perception.
for me.
I'll leave with the child. I'll go with him.
Investigation,
You're going with
perception.
him?
Yep. I'll go with him.
Okay.
You stay with the child.
So 4 dice. So again, the top 2, right?
Ooh.
Yep.
So that would be 13.
Is, one of them a 10 by any chance? No.
Nope.
Okay. Joel and Nick roll as well.
What was it? Sorry.
Investigation, perception.
Investigation perception. I'm looking for 20.
Not gonna get it from me. Nope. I got a 9.
Ooh, this was a shit roll. Can I use my luck to get a reroll?
Yes. That's what it's for.
Get a 20, Nick. Get a 20.
Alright. Not much better. 18. Alright, I got 20 at least.
Okay,
Boom.
that's all you need.
There's 23.
Cool. So here's what happens. So the two of you run off towards the temple district from where you are. So to give you an idea, that is, you were sort of around this area. This is the temple district, so you're going.
Oh, so we didn't even make it to the Teardrop Island thing.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought we were there and we saw this.
No.
Okay.
You're just on your way there. So you guys are off doing that thing, and Nick, Sakukaku, you notice that you are being watched by a couple men from the shadows.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
Pick
yeah.
her up and run to the magistrate's office.
Genuinely, how fast can you run right now? Do you think you can
What-
spurt with a child?
Yes.
He has to.
I think you have
It's
to.
not so much a matter of
Because
can
you're
he.
not a fighter, nor do
wait
you
a
have
minute.
backup.
Wait, I have a skill for that.
No.
Fairy child.
No. I think I have a spell that can make me invisible. It's I have Bencho's
child won't
Touch,
be invisible.
Way of Deception, and Secrets on the Wind.
I'd have to look
Should have
up
wrote them down what they do.
specifics.
I'm just using the page that he wrote on, so I
Okay.
end up writing down the descriptions.
Okay.
So we can look them up. I believe the one that can make you invisible, however, would not make the child.
child, okay.
invisible.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
So that
Damn
is
it.
going to be a major problem.
So, either way.
Just see a floating child.
Also covered in blood. That would help.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's boom. New folk legend. New folk legend.
Oh man. Okay.
On the plus
Well-
side, you can. Your wakizashi is a one-handed sword, so you can hold the child with the other hand.
Okay. I'll draw my blade, pick up the child, and bolt. And I watch. I'm gonna fucking trip and follow my sword.
Or worse, the child.
The sword and then the
Fucking
child.
both.
The child falls on the sword, and then you fall on the
You're not-
child.
You're not incompetent. It's
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Thank you.
yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so you run off and you're definitely being chased. So let's get an
Guys, come back.
let's get an
Are you running to
athletics
find them, or
and
you're
water
running?
roll.
No, I'm running towards the
Governor.
whatever's closer between the Emerald Magistrates estate or the Governor's estate. Right where we are, which one are we closer to?
I get technically you're closer to the governor's estate.
Then we're running to the Governor's estate.
All right, so I'm gonna need a athletics and water ring roll from you. So
Lowers 3 athletics.
Do you have athletics?
I don't have
I
athletics.
suspect you don't have
So then just you roll 3.
Oh. Alright.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. I can spend a void point to get a 4th dice.
You can.
Oh
Okay,
no.
this isn't great, but what am I looking for?
It's an opposed roll.
Oh,
So,
So
you're
it's-
rolling against them.
And they have 5 dice, so
wait. Well, I have a technique that says can use any number of void points when casting. Does that mean that I can also...
you're not casting a spell.
You're not
Oh,
casting.
casting. That's never mind.
You're
You
running
fool.
with a small girl.
Okay.
Should have stayed. I gotta get to fight.
Which I am going to give them a free raise for. So they get +5 to their
Oh,
roll.
because
you were
no.
carrying a
Oh my
child.
god, you're gonna get fucked, dude.
I still have luck though. I have one more
do.
reroll in this session.
And I'll let you know, they were rolling 5, keep 3, and you were rolling 4, keep 4 with reroll. So
Wait, how's he rolling 4, keep 4?
Because I got.
Oh, so he's used, so he spent the void point, so he gets to keep that dice too.
yes,
Oh, okay. That's not. Can anyone do that?
yes,
Forgot about that. Ooh,
that's not a great roll.
no, it's not.
Thank god.
18.
17.
Wait, 18, 17?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they're like nipping at your ankles, man.
That's with their +5. So
So wait, did they catch me?
no.
no, you got a higher thing.
Are they
So
still in pursuit
they,
to get away?
Joe, this is my first time with this kind of situation. All right, this is.
It's numbers, Nick.
I-
It's numbers.
So you make it to the governor's estate, and you can tell that at some point they stopped pursuing you. Like they were definitely chasing after you, but like when they see you getting close to the governor's seat, like they don't like run right up with you to where the guards are.
Okay. So I bolt past the guards and straight into the estate, telling the guards to keep an eye on anybody that comes relatively close to the building, and just run straight inside.
They are a little flabbergasted because you just one of the Emerald Magistrates just ran in through their front door with a bloody child
and said, "Don't let anyone come here."
Yeah.
Okay. So am I confronted by anybody, or do I need to go look for them?
Well, you actually in the entryway, you run into Joko, who's there, like just by happenstance, as well as Kimmy and Hitomi.
Yes, I told me.
All right,
Someone better hide her.
back to you guys.
Oh. Sorry, Tommy.
All right, so
It's
we're
Cruel World.
running towards the temple district.
You are. Yeah.
Do we
You wanted
come
this.
upon a
You
murder
wanted
scene?
this.
You do. You come across a couple of corpses that had that are clothed in black cloth.
Oh, you shit ass.
What does this mean?
I don't want to even say it.
Is it cry plant?
They don't exist.
Oh, it's ninja.
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't know if you know this, but us as Emerald Magistrates need to like make sure like we say ninjas don't exist, not real. No matter what.
Like,
Official government policies that ninjas do
Don't
not
say
exist.
the word in any
Like,
social situation.
suspicion of being a ninja is a capital crime.
not exist.
Gotcha. All right,
What's a ninja?
I get it. None of those people. So, I'd like to search their person to see if I can find any clues or anything.
Were they wounded?
It is specifically taboo for samurai to touch dead bodies. However, it's not impossible for you to do. Normally, you just require spiritual purification afterwards. However, it's much more common to call a leatherworker, one of the lower social classes, to do it for you.
I want to. While he's doing that, can I see if there's like any like trails of blood leading off anywhere else?
You can do an investigation roll for sure.
Investigation, perception.
Yep.
Come on, don't fuck me! Don't fuck me! Don't fuck me! Don't fuck me! Don't fuck me!
I'm looking for the 15.
Void point activated.
Sure.
16.
All right.
Wow.
You're out of void points.
I'm at 1. I'm at 1. I haven't spent one yet.
Oh.
It was him.
All right. So you, what you determine is that there was a confrontation between these ninjas and someone else. These ninjas were
Black
killed.
clothed thugs.
Yes, sorry. Black clothed thugs were killed, obviously, because their corpses are here. And then whoever else was there ran off in a similar direction to where the small footprints came, but taking a slightly different route.
What are you good at? Shooting?
Seduction.
Okay, but I mean like combat wise. You shoot your
I
bow,
have a bow. My primary weapon's a bow,
and you have armor.
and I do have light armor.
You'll be fine. I wanna chase after the trail.
You're gonna leave
These black clothed fellas.
Someone finds them. That's not a good thing.
That's why he's there.
All right. Cool. You find these tracks are a bit harder to follow, so I'm going to need another investigation perception roll.
God damn it! I should have boosted my investigation. Christ.
So, and you're going to be looking for another 15. So if you want to spend a void point, you got to do it ahead of time.
Ah,
How many void points do you have?
1.
Oh.
You can get in the back. Keep that on.
It's the evening. We can go to sleep and get one. Fuck it. So roll 4, keep 3.
Oh, well, you'd want that void point later when Hitomi's in danger.
Oh
She'll be
no.
fine. She's
Such a
in the
manipulator.
governor's like.
Yeah, there's
castle.
no
She's
way
fine.
that non-ninjas could sneak into the governor's estate.
Joel, she's with me.
He's getting
I
into
can
your head.
run very fast.
Oh fuck, she's with you.
And the guards are on. You're overthinking. He's getting
I
in
mean,
your head.
what if these ninja worked for the scorpion?
What if the little girl is a ninja?
What if I'm a ninja?
Maybe she
It's okay.
I'm just gonna...
You don't even know that he ran to the governor's estate or that Hitomi.
Oh yeah, you don't even know.
I don't. I know. Not.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it. Fuck it. 17. I already have a 17, so we're good.
All right, so you trace their footsteps back to where you encountered the small girl.
Fuck everything.
You can tell from that roll that they observed that interaction between you and this girl, and that they ran off chasing Sakukaku,
Oh.
who was carrying a weight.
Wow, I'm really good at looking at stuff. I could tell that you were carrying a weight. So I could probably discern from that.
You can continue to follow it.
Yeah, I could probably figure out. I'd probably get an idea of what happened here, which makes me. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to follow it.
Wouldn't that make you extremely anxious too?
A little bit.
Back to
Yeah.
Steve.
All right, so in order to search them, I would call upon
One of the leather workers.
leather workers. Okay. So how do I do
Is
this?
the polite-ish
For the peasants?
term?
Yeah.
Not peasants. Peasants
Hey.
are higher than these.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there's a specific difference between peasants and leather workers.
All right. So how do I summon a?
They're like everywhere. You just demand that one.
So I
That's
will,
how important you
I will
are.
turn to this.
To be fair, as a Ronin, you're far more likely to actually talk to one directly than these guys.
So I will turn to one of these leather workers and say, "You search them. Find. Give me whatever you find."
They do so,
It's a ninja.
and
What's your point?
basically all they turn up is like the weapons they had, which were some kana, which are little sickles. They have some blood on them, and one of them had a shuriken,
Okay.
but only one.
So I will also tell the leather workers to dispose of the bodies immediately, and so that no one ever finds them. And they've never seen anything.
Of course, will do as you say, because they are terrified of you, because you could kill them at any moment.
Yes, I can. And so at that point, I will follow the trail, eventually leading back to the magistrate's office, or the governor's.
Alright, so we will skip back over to Asako Keku. Hitomi is screaming. Kimi is trying to console her. Joko is
You
like,
wanted this. Don't look at me like that.
My fault. It's not.
yeah, Joko is like, what is going on?
Okay, I am obviously out of breath, breathing very heavily. I explain to them what just happened, and that this child needs to be looked after right now, like cleaned up and everything. And
Given fresh clothing.
what?
Given fresh clothing.
Yes, definitely. And yeah, I mean, just keep her indoors.
Once she calms down, we can talk to her.
Yes.
They can do that. They'll have her cleaned up, I guess. So, what are you going to do?
I think you should explain yourself to these people that just saw you.
Well, yeah, I'll tell them like.
Joko is like, do you plan on, punctuating every week by bringing a screaming child into my house?
Douche, you better respect it.
No, so I'll explain to Joko what just happened from when we left the magistrate's residence and what occurred from then on, and see how he takes it. And
He appreciates that you came to them for help and says that we'll keep keep you safe until your more combat-oriented compatriots show up. He says he'll send out some riders for them to make sure they're also safe.
Okay. Also,
Dispatches some Thunder Guard.
was there any chance that when I did the roll or while I was running away from them, I saw what these thugs looked like?
Possibly. Let's do another investigation, and we'll do perception as if it happened in the moment.
Okay.
It's going to be a 20 because it's
Okay. 19.
Boom. You said you got a 10?
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, so it
19,
explodes.
And 7.
So
I got 26.
So you saw a couple of bulky-looking gentlemen with flame tattoos, and they had some injuries. One of them was bleeding
Okay.
badly.
fireman.
Is it possible for me to do a heraldry roll to see where they were from?
Yeah.
Or would it not really make sense since it was such an intense moment?
No, you can think about it afterwards.
Okay.
So it'd be heraldry intelligence.
Intelligence is
I can't remember. Ow.
18, 38. No, 28.
I was like, oh shit.
It's like for 25 here. It's not samurai symbols that they have on them, but they are firemen,
Yeah.
which are one of the firefighting organizations that also operate kind of like street gangs in Ryokowari. Specifically, they are some of the
Aren't they the ones by the docks?
Temple district as well.
each district has different groups of firemen.
Yeah, I know. I thought they were the ones by the docks, one with the flame tattoos.
Just make sure I have the correct group here.
Wait, no, yeah, it would have been the Temple District ones. The Flame Boys.
They're not called Flame Boys.
Not yet.
New law.
New decree for the Emerald Magistrates.
Specifically, they belong to the Daikoku's Garden Firemen.
Alright.
Okay, I'll probably mention that to Joko as well, as I'm recollecting the incident.
Okay. He says that basically makes them peasants for one. And while they are ruffians, they're not a serious threat, really. Any armed samurai would be able to dispatch them. So I'm going to jump over to you guys because you guys are both found by members of the Thunder Guard who come running up to you on horses with an extra horse for you to hop on. And they're told that Sakugaku made it to the governor's residence with a small child.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, head on back that way, I guess, on horse.
Okay. Alright.
I just imagine this cuts to Ichika just disgruntled and pissed off, pacing around in the
Some
magistrate's residence.
It's like, everything bad happens to me! Alright,
So I walk in the door, and is Hitomi still screaming, or is she kind of calmed
Kimi
down?
has
some?
calmed her down at this
Okay.
point. Took some time for
So I'm gonna run over to her first. I imagine she'd probably run over to me actually.
Yeah,
being first
100%.
thing. So kind of console her, like, hey, what's up? I'm here. I'm your dad.
Hey, what's up?
Steve has a little twinge of pain as you see his daughter from his arms.
I'd rather not say.
He excuses himself.
So much so that it's a lost love level, or just like a little.
Oh, he's never been to the.
I'm going to say yeah. So lost love, specifically what it does is when you have something which reminds you of what you lost, you go into a bit of a funk, and you have to spend a void point, which you have void points equal to your void, so you should have 2. and you roll one less dice until you do that.
Gotcha.
But you can just, you're not demanding a roll right now, so you can just roleplay being in a funk until you need to actually do something.
Gotcha. So I'll stand there kind of, looking at my feet and remembering the good old times.
What's your daughter's name?
My daughter's name?
Yeah.
It was Sakura. Sakura.
Oh, yeah, Sakura?
Yeah.
So this is your first time coming to like the governor's building. It's like, hi, you must be the Emerald Magistrate. Great to meet you. Hi.
Hello.
You will note that the Thunder Guard knew they knew who you were, right?
Okay. Good. They better, because,
Oh yeah. You're immediately taking a liking to this. Like, I'm fucking in charge. Yeah. I might be your own. I'm still better than you. You're starting to get like that kind of attitude.
All right. So what do you do with this child?
Is she like cleaned up?
Yeah,
yet?
she's cleaned
Poke
up at
it.
this point.
I say, ask her name to start off.
Yeah. That's your
offer her
name.
tea.
Does anyone specifically want to talk to her? Between the two of us, or the three of us, I'm a person.
I am
I
an
think-
asshole, but I saved her, so maybe there's a bit more of a bond of trust there. I don't know. Probably not.
I think it's too painful for me to talk to
Father
her.
figures here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like maybe too painful for you to talk to her. So you're just kind of like,
I'll stand in the back, watching and listening
Okay.
quietly.
They told me to talk to her.
tell me, go talk to you two. Just
What?
share
What?
this scarring experience. Go talk to her.
Bring her
Hi.
toy, actually. Get her some of the curries.
Yeah, maybe tell me. Maybe go grab one of your toys from like the toy box here, or like something like that, and just go get that and bring it back. And just so she'll like run off, just to get her out of the room for a second, even.
Yeah. Distract her.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to her? If you want to talk to her, go nuts.
No,
No.
I'm still just completely floored.
Yeah, you're just
by
more
what
like-
just happened.
He's getting
He's like, I got blood all over me.
I got blood all over me, and I beat that roll by 1, so I'm obviously very stressed out about the fact that I almost died.
So I'm going to talk to the little girl. Is what this ultimately comes down
Are
to.
you, Keegan, are you here?
I'm
now?
going to
You're
ask
not-
her
still-
her name.
So she has
Having a
calmed
rough
down
time, but I have-
a little bit. So she will tell you that her name is Nico.
Nico.
Dot, dot.
We need
Oh!
I can't even right now.
I know. Oh, you're not here for any of this. It's okay. It's okay. This is gonna happen all the
and she-
Okay, so we got
Confused.
Says she misses her
Nico.
daddy.
who was her dad? What was your dad's name?
Daddy.
Yeah, that's
was
basically
daddy.
what she says.
That's that was
She's younger.
foolish. I didn't ask that. I'm not that stupid. Not in this game. In real life, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, first of all, let's get this girl some protection. Like, I don't feel safe with her.
We're literally in the governor's palace.
Yeah, remember who attacked the governor's palace?
No one.
The
ghost?
ghost who
A
wanted
ghost?
to get Nico.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's just go ask the ghost guards to help
No,
defend
I
against
say,
this thing.
let's not leave her here. That's what I'm trying to
I'm
say.
not leaving yet. I'm still talking to her.
Do we know her family?
That's right. Yeah, go back to bed. Go back to bed, you
Or
grumpus.
is what we've got all we're getting?
You'll sort of get the gist that she is a peasant and not a samurai, and
Okay.
peasants don't have family names.
Okay, so this is Nico.
Oh.
Did we when the ghost attacked? Were we able to discern if it was a
It was
female?
a woman.
It was a woman. That's what I thought. That's what I remember, but I wasn't sure.
Maybe we should ask her if she has a mother.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. That's right. That's right. People have
of a human woman.
people have two parents.
Are you have ghosts?
Yeah. I'll ask her where her mother is. She is.
Says you basically get out that she never knew her mother. She misses her daddy. Take her to her dad.
Yeah, is he alive? Like,
Yeah. So okay. Where is your
where's your
dad?
dad?
No, that's not something you ask. Is
She's like home.
I'm just like, oh, okay.
Where's home?
It's like asking a 4-year-old what their address is.
I guess so. That's kind of rough for her. I was like, yeah, I
Okay, that
probably
means
should have
that he's
expected
alive. It
that.
sounds like at
Do
least.
you know his phone number?
What's your social insurance number? I don't know how to do this. What do I do to kid? Okay, Hitomi comes with a toy, saves the day, and saves me from trying to like.
Will's not interested in toys.
I didn't think so.
Thanks for trying to tell me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Walks out
So,
muttering.
to
So
save
makes them
us-
happen.
to save
Makes
us a
them-
bit of time.
makes
you're
something
not
happen.
likely to
Your
get
daddy
more
really
useful
liked
information.
I didn't think
I
so.
think we need to go find where Dad is.
No, well, what we could ask is, did your daddy really like the color black?
What's your dad's favorite color?
What's your
Did
social
you ever
insurance
say
number?
anything which rhymed with Inja?
Can we? Do you think it'd be time for a break now, though?
Yeah, why don't we say that you guys, because instead of running
Yeah.
back out into the black of night,
Exactly.
you,
Night?
yeah, you.
We spend the night there. Yeah.
We stay in the governor's.
Alright.
We'll get a messenger in the morning to like send you a note and explain to you what
I'm gonna
happened.
wake up like, oh, no one's here.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a first break.